name is Adrienne Sweeney, and I work for the Commonweal Theatre. I am the Director of External Communications. I am the Ibsen Festival Coordinator. I am the Associate Artistic Director. I am an actor. I am a fledgling director. I am a teacher. I clean the bathrooms. And I serve coffee.
It's really wonderful to work at the Commonweal Theatre because it does have a resident company, and there are not many theaters that have a true resident company anymore. Those of us in the resident company have made a commitment to stay here and live here. So we really get to know our audience, and our whole artist administrator model means that we all take turns doing things like handing out programs, tearing tickets.
My name is Daniel Stock, and I'm the box office manager here at the Commonweal. We work on an artist and administrator model here. So this summer, in addition to being the box office manager, I'll also be acting in the Philadelphia story.
And that's basically how everything works here. We all have 5, 6, 7 hats. And we know that in our case, that's really how this company has survived. You have to be able to do everything. That model is essentially how small theaters we feel are going to continue to thrive in this new century. This is our 15th Annual Ibsen Festival. We are, in fact, the only theater company in North America that produces an Ibsen every single year.
This year we're doing Pillars of Society. It's not done very often, but we are very privileged and very excited to have this the third year that Jeffrey Hatcher, a Minnesota playwright, has been commissioned to do an adaptation of this play, especially for us.
One of the great things about working with the Commonweal is that, you know, this is a community that really goes for Ibsen, which, you know, you can't say that about every small town in southern Minnesota. And also because I'm working with a company of actors, it gives them the opportunity to write to their strengths, to see what they want to test themselves on, challenge themselves with.
When they changed the name from Berger Shipyards to the Annual Organization for Seaside Laborers, you may do as you like.
It's the Americans, isn't it? That ship.
In Pillars of Society, the main character is Karsten Bernick, who owns the shipyard, and he's the driving force of the community. I am the Auna, who is the foreman of the shipyard, and I don't get along with Mr. Bernick very well.
Fast isn't good. Fast is just faster, so you can send out the bill.
We are not shaving off time so that we can present the bill a day sooner. We have a responsibility, Mr. Honor, to set the standard in this community. If we do not avail ourselves of the new techniques, then how do we make progress?
I'm not a fan of progress, not unless it benefits people.
You know, Ibsen is always called the first great modern dramatist. He was so brave, and he was such a good craftsman, and he was a terrific author, a terrific writer of women's parts.
What were you doing at the head of their parade then?
Oh, I was with them. We were on the same ship together. Second class, of course. But we were not in their employ.
You know, these are the first great characters in modern drama, and they're women. And this was a guy who knew how to do it, and it's very exciting to write for terrific actresses to play these terrific parts in these terrific plays.
Some folks will say Ibsen may be considered tough to understand, unapproachable, which in fact he's not. But I think people have put that same distance between themselves and Ibsen that they might between themselves and Shakespeare, that it's taught in colleges, therefore it's too much for me. And so what we did was created this festival that gives 3 days full of events that are specifically chosen to put the themes of this show in context.
Ibsen Festival is a ton of fun. I mean, you wouldn't think that in April in Minnesota, a festival dedicated to Henrik Ibsen, frankly sometimes referred to as a depressing playwright, could be so much fun, but it really is a celebration of all things Norwegian.
Again, we are the only theater in North America that does Ibsen every year, and we have now got something of an international reputation for that. We got an award from the Norwegian government a couple years ago, $40,000 grant because of our commitment to Ibsen. We have a lot of visitors who come here every year just to see the Ibsen play.
Lanesboro is a great town. I remember coming here years ago with my wife on a trip through. You know, it's artsy, it's comfy, it's warm, it's athletic, and it likes Ibsen. We had a discussion today where all these people raised their hands when the question was, how many of you have seen Ghosts? How many of you have seen Enemy of the People? And you're not going to find that many hands, you know, percentage-wise in New York or London. So it's exciting to go to a place where it feels like you've got that Mayberry quality, but inside are nothing but Ibsen scholars with PhDs.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Well, that could be enough